Have you ever wondered why your real estate agent sells you a home, he's all happy, maybe gives you a gift on closing day, and then drifts off? Well, this is something that I have absolutely strived to change in my business from day one. Today, I want to talk to you about my annual reviews, where it came from, what they're not, and what I want to do moving forward to help you manage your asset, the largest asset that you may purchase in your entire life, being your home. What I do every single year for my clients and what I'm extending to my non-clients at the time to absolutely maximize the value and their equity and their experience as a homeowner. So stay tuned. What's up, guys? Jeremy Kane, living in the Denver suburbs, eXp Realty. This is something that I think can absolutely revolutionize our relationship, client and buyer. I am a real estate agent in the great city of Denver and its extended metro area all the way up to northern Colorado and down to Castle Rock. So if you are in the market to buy or sell a home, let's talk. But today I want to talk to you about my annual review strategy. I will provide a link for you to book an annual review in the description. If you are interested, if you like what you hear and you want to check it out, let's do it. But I just want to make this possible for as many people as I can because I enjoy helping people build wealth through real estate as I have personally as a homeowner. So let's get into it. I've been offering this service to my clients and haven't had, a lot of people raise their hand and say, yeah, let's do this. So my goal in 2024, and if you're watching this, later, that's okay. We're going to continue to build it up, but is to do 75% of my past buyer clients do an annual review, have that conversation on an annual basis, touch base, and go from there. I also want to help at least 20 people that are not a previous buyer of mine do an annual review and understand the process and see if it's something that they feel of value to continue to do for years to come. So what's an annual review not? It's not a sales push to get you to sell your home, get you to list your home, or anything like that. An annual review is actually for you to maintain your asset, right? We want to look at all things home related, give you some time to answer questions in a one-on-one video or in-person conversation, and really dive into what it means to manage that asset and, more importantly, maximize the value in your equity if at all possible. And so what's an annual review look like? It's not a CMA or a comparative market analysis like you may have had dropped off at your door or sent to your email. A lot of agents do mass CMAs in January and so on. That's not what this is. And typically I like to do it on or in the month that you purchased your home originally. So that's why I call it an annual review, and that helps me spread it out. However, if you're not one of my clients, just book a call and we can do it, and we'll set this date and we'll do it moving forward as a free service to you. But so we know what it's not. It's not a sales call. It's not a push to do anything. It's literally a call to understand, okay, this is my, estimated market value. Everyone loves knowing that. We can look at Zillow and all the things all day, but to actually have that number is pretty cool. But we also don't need all the data that would come in a complete market analysis with that. If you're an engineer or data guy, I can definitely provide that and help you understand how I got to that number. Most people just care about the number. Most people scroll to page 6.5 of that CMA, look at that number, they're like, great. And then we're gonna compare it to your equity. So your equity is the difference of the market value and your loan balance. And so we'll have market value and equity at the top of the page. And I will provide a report after we have our conversation and discussion. And then we're going to dive in. We're going to talk about, okay, what's your mortgage look like? Do you not have a mortgage? Do you have mortgage insurance? What's your interest rate? Do you actually want to access some of your equity? What's the best way to do that, right? Because in the past, cash out refinance when rates were super low, that was almost a no-brainer in some aspects. Now people are looking at HELOCs, but HELOCs now are adjustable. And as the Fed was moving the rate up and doing all the things, that was a little risky. And now that they said they're kind of tapered off, they said it. So I don't know, we're going to still talk about that risk. We're going to talk about how we can access that the best way that makes sense for you. Make sure you're in the right loan product. Make sure all of those things are dialed in so that there's no surprises. Did you use, down payment assistance, and now you can maybe refinance and get out of that and drop that mortgage insurance? that could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars over, the next year. And so we're going to look at that, see what our options are, and talk about that. Then we're going to make sure that the insurance is good. Your homeowner's insurance is great. Maybe even we're talking about estates in this, section, and hey, I probably should get an estate attorney. This is kind of what's going on, starting family, whatever. And so we're going to say, okay, this is, and I'm going to provide referrals that are absolutely yours to do what you want with. But I'm going to provide referrals of people that I know, like, and trust, I use personally, and I know will do a great job for you, because there is so much crap out there. And I just know that if I can provide a great referral, you can vet them, you can do your thing, and hopefully, you can do business together. And that's what I want to do, because I build this community of people that I, know, like, and trust, that can also help you and manage that asset. So that's kind of the insurance piece. Also, we go into property casualty insurance, all of that, to make sure that you've, have an insurance person. It's not just a computer, and have somebody that you can make sure that you're, successfully insured, and go from there. So then we're going to, we're through the mortgage and the insurance, kind of the blah stuff. And then we're going to, drop into, contractors. Are you doing any improvements on your home? Is there anything you're looking to do? Maybe maybe you're planning on moving in 3 to 5 years, and you're like, hey, I have, $25K to put in. Should I put in windows? Should I get a new furnace? And we're going to, outweigh, we're going to weigh all the, costs and benefits of all of those things. And then obviously connect you with any, referral partners that might be able to assist you with that. So that you have those trusted, referrals that can absolutely take you to the next level. And then the last section is, hey, you have this much equity. Do you have anything earmarked for that? Do you have any interest in, looking at maybe an investment property, or maybe you have to eventually access that to, move into your retirement community, or maybe it's to pay for college for a kiddo or a wedding or whatever. And we're going to kind of plan and future pace that, so that we kind of have that, and we'll continue to come back to those, future kind of ideas each and every single year. And so this all came from an idea that I met with my financial advisor with a $25,000 stock account, right? Religiously every single year. And, I never met with a real estate agent that's managing a $500,000 asset or a $250,000 asset. So that's what I want to do. And I want to provide that service for my people, for my past clients, and for you if you're still watching this. So definitely check out that link below. If you are not in Colorado, definitely book it below, but let's, talk about that as we go. But I would love to connect with you and answer any questions you might have, and possibly refer you to somebody who is like-minded in my network that can help you, put something like this together. And so that's my biggest thing. So please share this video with anybody who may be a homeowner, who maybe, has asked you questions, or it's come up at the Christmas party. Hey, I saw this guy on YouTube. He's doing these annual reviews, and all of the information is, truly public record based on your, kind of your loan amount and all of that stuff. So we can put that together. It's easier if you answer a few questions that are in the link, and we can get together and help you understand exactly what's going on with your home, and manage that asset and maximize your profit and your equity. So I hope that helps. I'm fully on board to help you build wealth through real estate. Again, I want to do 75% of my past clients and buyer clients, because my sellers sold their house, so they don't live in it anymore. And then 20 additional people who are outside my network, to absolutely help them understand that and be a resource for them as well. So please share this, like, comment, subscribe. This is a little bit different video than I usually do on the channel, but I am so excited for the coming year in real estate. I have a passion about the market, and so check out other videos if you're new here, but if not, let's build this up, and let's get you an annual review, and let's connect on that. So hope that helps. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.